President Trump says he will not lower the 145% tariffs on China ahead of this weekend's trade talks. The president also denied reports that the U.S. requested this weekend's meetings with China. He says in order for the United States to drop or lower its 145% tariff on Chinese imports, China needs to help stop the flow of fentanyl coming into the United States.
About grocery prices.
To all the other countries that wonder and say that Americans are just fat and lazy and they don't do anything to better themselves, this is what $115 gets you.
And after mentioning how much she spent on groceries, you won't believe what she actually shows you.
We're able to get some Ritz crackers, one thing of cereal, some ramen, more ramen, tuna, bag of potatoes, a few avocados, some snacks, desserts. This is going to feed my kids for less than a week.
Do you agree with her? Many people got upset over how this woman was complaining about grocery prices.
To all the other countries that want
America. Let's talk about Trump. Trump tell business chief he need a little bit of time to fix the U.S. economy. Let's talk about Trump and the U.S. economy. I've seen a lot of video. Okay, this is America. Check this out. This is America country. Okay, credible people. Credible people. They're the nicest people on earth, right? Check this out. And all these things that we're talking about is all purely entertainment. Let me know how you feel about this, okay? I'm going to talk about U.S. and if its economy, it's either drowning or collapsing. And we're going to share about China and U.S. trade war. Who wins, okay? Basically. So, that being said, let's jump into this video. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. The U.S., right? It's one of countries in North America, and it has 50 states. And they want to add another 51 states, and they want to have a 51 state, right? Basically, a country maybe trying to colonize Canada, basically, okay? And it's bordered Canada to the north and Mexico to the south. Okay? But check this out. Today, we're talking about U.S. economy, U.S. and China relationship, basically. U.S. and China trade war with all the tariffs, 145 tariff, okay, on China. And Trump, okay, he wants China to go first and, to negotiate first, okay? Okay, America doesn't want to negotiate because Trump doesn't want to look like a wild man, not a wild man, but like a weak man. He doesn't want at the global stage to look like a wild man. No wonder Trump is going heavily on African countries because African countries are they giving a middle finger to America, middle finger to the friends, and they say, hey, Russia and China, we welcome you. And Trump wants to counter this in the African countries. Okay, and you know him, he's a businessman. Okay, and it's tough for negotiation. Okay, and if you're soft, it basically steps over you and use you like the way he wants to use the Democratic Republic of Congo and basically give them a middle finger. Okay. It's purely fun. Let's have fun with this, okay? An economic conflict between China and the United States has been ongoing since March 2018. Check this out. The first time Trump stepped into office, this is what I believe, and this is what I feel about this, is that the time Trump imposed tariffs on China, it hit China head to the teeth. Head to the T to the ground. Head T ground. It hit China so hard. And after that, China did these cats about, hey. Let's prepare for next time. Let's prepare for the second time of Trump. If Trump gets into office, how will we do this? How will we handle this? And they've been preparing since Biden was in office. So this one is not an issue with them because it didn't caught China off guard, right? it imposed a lot of uh, tariffs when it comes to food, when it comes to other products, but when it comes to technology, it was lesser tariffs. When it comes to clothing, it was basically that the American can use. It was basically less and lesser tariffs, right? So for me, I feel like China already won this for why? Because number one, they were preparing when Trump was not in office. For 5 years, they were preparing. In China, they have gotten a lot of alliance in Japan and South Korea for the very first time, which is two. For the very first time, Japan wants to wants doesn't want to be a fully ally of America, right? And then China also they have other multilateral trading partners in Africa and in Europe, okay, even in Europe, right? And check this out: China failed to buy the $200 billion worth of additional imports, specialized specified as part of a specified as part of it by the end of Trump's first presidency. The trade war was widely categorized by American media outlets as a failure for the United States. But this was the time when Xi Jinping was preparing in 2018. He was basically preparing and they said, hey, listen, next time you call me, uh-uh, I will take you down first. This is why China, they haven't even rushed to call America, right? They haven't even rushed to call America. They say, oh, if you want to talk to us, great. If you don't, great. We don't care. We'll move with or without you. Okay? We'll move with or without you. Okay? The US dollar is the currency of record most used in international transactions. Is the world reserve currency backed by the US Treasury market. Its role is reference standards for the petrodollar system, basically, or the length of euro dollar. Basically, is the Saudi Arabia, if you want to buy oil, you must use the dollar to buy oil. They will not allow you to buy oil from any other currency unless if it's dollar. In China, they will use the Chinese money. The Chinese, it's called ruby. Okay, only only those two currency. But for any country in the world, they will accept dollar. For China, they will accept their currency. That's it. No other country. But Trump is saying he needs time. He is telling business chiefs that he needs time to fix the American economy because I believe with this tariff, the favorite word of Trump. Let's see what he says. Let's see what he says. This is President Trump has asked for more time on the U.S. economy as it contradict for the first time in 3 years, stoking recession fears. We've seen trillions and trillions being wiped out from the stock market. The U.S. economy contradict and the national contract at an annual rate of 0.3%, which is big. The U.S. Commerce Department said a sharp downtime, right,